crowd scream, still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Now, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside a Bills. A moment ago, fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 44, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes out of passing sets, and if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackled at the 7-yard line.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run it with Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
more muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And they'll turn a power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Steps away to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Burrow. The toss here completed to Pittman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Miami.
On first down, this is Geis. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Hines. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Here's Hines. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now from Murray. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the
good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd and goal, Murray under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Murray now, 3rd and goal. He can fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Next the score, Bills 17, Dolphins 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And they go play action now. Burrow. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Michael Pittman. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Sean Davis with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Green to bring it back. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Simple.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Got a man open. It's Ross. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Ross, 70 yards. And the Bills will add on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
21 yards.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And the return will stop right around the 25. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Bills add on. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Michael Pittman, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receiver, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Green to bring it back. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's tackled.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd down, Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early, and that'll set them back 5. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bills 45, Dolphins 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 19
his 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. A lot of force force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From midfield now, Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Miami.
First down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And Burrow going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
It's a gain of 35. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Gain of 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 27. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Third and 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They run it again with Kamara. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Not much there, only a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Burrow on 1st down. The toss here completed to Pittman. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Tonight's final score, Bill.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.